Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Ranked where I climb the online VGC 20 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. Today we're trying out a really fun team, and you guys might actually recognize this team because we played against it on Road to Ranked. It features a lot of cool stuff like G-Max Toxtricity, Klingklang, as well as Flygon, Weakness Policy, Incineroar, Worry Seed, Octoberry, Whimsicott. I mean, pretty much everything on this team is really neat. So, thank you to Maverick for providing the team. If you want to try this team out yourself, it is a rental team, and I'll link Maverick's Twitter in the description below as well. When I went up against this team, I actually didn't even realize the interaction between Toxtricity and Klingklang with their abilities plus and minus. So, yeah, you get to do some really cool stuff with that because it boosts Toxtricity, basically, makes it a lot more stronger threat against a lot of teams. But there are a lot of different ways you can play with this team. Toxtricity is in that mid-tier speed range where it can thrive under Tailwind, but also potentially under Trick Room. So, excited to give it a go, and this is a rental team, so guys, feel free to try it out yourselves. If you are interested, you see the code obviously on the screen, but also include it in the description below. And once again, thanks to Maverick for providing the team. I'm very excited to try this out because a lot of you guys wanted to see G-Max Toxtricity, so let's give it a go and see what happens. And yeah, I hope everyone's been doing well. For the question of the day, I've been cooped inside for about a month at this point already, which is kind of crazy to think, but I've been trying to still stay in shape because I'm in front of my computer a lot and I'm not leaving my apartment very often at all. So if you guys know any good indoor workouts or have any good suggestions, let me know in the comments below. We're actually going to play against Poke Alex for our first game of the day, which is crazy. If you guys don't know who Alex is, he's one of the best players in the world. We actually built together for the 2014 World Championship, so I'll link his Twitter and Twitch in the description below because he makes a lot of content nowadays as well. But he got top 8 at this previous World Championships, second at Regionals this year. Or maybe I'm misremembering that, but top 8 at definitely the last Regionals, and he's just one of the best players in the world, and you definitely can make an argument for him being the best player to never, who hasn't won a World Championship yet. So I'm very excited to go up against him. Okay, how good is Toxtricity here? I actually think Flygon looks really good, but does have to worry about the Togekiss. That being said, because I have Flygon, perhaps Togekiss is a little bit more scared to come out in this match. Like, I honestly really want to go Whimsicott and just set up a Tailwind. Like, I'm thinking Whimsicott Flygon, honestly. I don't think Milo wants to come out in this matchup. Incineroar is honestly not... I mean, there is Mimikyu and Aegislash. I think I'm actually going to try Whimsicott Flygon with Klingklang and Toxtricity in the back. I mean, I could go just Whimsicott Toxtricity, honestly. Okay, I'm going to try Toxtricity with Flygon in the back and Klingklang. Alright, so, I mean, the idea behind this is Mimikyu can set up a Trick Room, so we do have to be careful about that, but if Mimikyu doesn't get a Trick Room up, we can just outspeed everything by maxing, and then Toxtricity can, if it gets like a max ooze off, we'll just be able to really do a lot of damage to everything. We could also paralyze and poison Alex's Pokemon as well, so I'm very excited for this battle. Should be a fun one, and Togekiss actually comes out. I was not expecting that, but I'll take it. And yeah, hope everyone's been doing well. As always, if you guys enjoy Road to Ranked, please share support by leaving a like, and thank you as always for watching these videos. I really appreciate it. This is super interesting. I mean, do you read my Tailwind and like Trick Room? Part of me, honestly, wants to go for Fake Tears and just Stun Shock. Overdrive. There are no electric resists on this team other than the Dragapult. It might be safer to max Toxtricity here still. The safest play is to Tailwind and just max into Togekiss. But I'm honestly really thinking about Fake Tears and Overdrive. Yeah, let's try it out. Togekiss is, in a pretty awkward spot, so it's going to switch out. Okay, might be Aegislash? No, it's actually Incineroar. Okay, that's actually a pretty good switch in because it prevents me from going for Fake Tears. So I'm very curious what Mimikyu ups for here, because that honestly might be Trick Room, and if Trick Room gets set up, we can actually take advantage of that. Okay. I actually ups for Swords Dance. Oh, that's definitely scary, right? But I guess part of the problem is by not Tailwinding what I'm scared of now. I mean, this next turn, you can obviously just fake out into the Whimsicott. You could Dynamax the Mimikyu. It is Life Orb Mimikyu, I believe. I don't know if +2 gets the KO onto this Toxtricity. I'm not sure about that. I think you definitely fake out Whimsicott and probably just go for like a Phantasm into the Toxtricity right now. So I could protect Toxtricity. You could also double up onto Whimsicott to deny me Tailwind. And I think that would make a lot of sense actually as well. I'm leaning towards switching out into Klingklang. And I honestly think it might be a double up onto the Whimsicott. So I want to switch into Klingklang max and just go for a Stun Shock onto Mimikyu. That was a great turn 1 by Alex though. Had I just Tailwinded in Overdrive, we'd actually be in a pretty solid spot because I could make the same play here, just would outspeed the Mimikyu. Right now I don't know if Mimikyu +2 just KOs us. I feel like Toxtricity survives. It is relatively bulky, but I am not 100% confident on that. And the problem is if we do just fall to a +2 Phantasm anyway, I think that's probably just GG. I guess we could Tailwind, but we wouldn't really be able to do too much. Either way, I think... Because I think Alex would be inclined to predict me to protect the Toxtricity and double up onto Whimsicott. Because if I just guard and you don't knock out Whimsicott, then I can just Tailwind the next turn. And that's really threatening. So kind of making a hard read here. Also thinking Toxtricity might survive, but perhaps I am overestimating its bulk right now. Here, let's see. Yep, so there's the fake out as expected. Okay. Phantasm. Okay, it does go into Toxtricity. Doesn't one-shot us though. Okay, nice. Let's see how much we do to Mimikyu in return. The other question is, do we get a paralysis? Because if we do, then, I mean, that's huge, right? So we'll get the G-Max Stun Shock off. Super sick animation. How much does it do? Almost one-shots Mimikyu. Ah, so close. Paralyze the Incineroar, but the Mimikyu is what we want to paralyze. Ah, we poison it instead. Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay. Could actually Trick Room right now, and Trick Rooming is interesting because he's got so many fast Pokemon, but I mean Incineroar is paralyzed now, so we probably don't want to do that. The guard here is super easy to read from Toxtricity. I might still go for it though, because then it gives me a free switch into Whimsicott. And I think Mimikyu might faint from Poison and Life Orb, although I'm actually not 100% sure. Magnetic Flux is an interesting option. I don't think I Trick Room here. I definitely don't want to Trick Room. Yeah, I actually think I'm going to Flux and Guard. Although I actually think that might not work on Toxtricity, but if I got the Flux off, that would be pretty neat. Oh, I actually should have Flash Cannon, never mind, into Mimikyu. But yeah, he does go for the Phantasm into the Klingklang. That's fine though. Like I said, this gives me a free switch in, and it's gonna be a really close finish. It depends on what he has in the back. We know there's Togekiss. And there's Throat Chop, yeah. I wonder if Max Ooze would have actually KO'd Incineroar. Probably not. Okay, Mimikyu faints, nice. Yeah, so Paralysis would have been a little bit better, because if we got in the Paralysis, I'm pretty sure a G-Max Stun Shock would have just KO'd the Incineroar, and we could have just Flash Cannon to KO the Mimikyu. So we didn't get the 50-50 roll we needed there, which was definitely a little unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world for us, because Flygon and Whimsicott actually look pretty good right now. Dealing with Togekiss is going to be tough, though, without Toxtricity, and we already guarded, so we have to attack with it this turn. I'm also worried about Aegislash being in the back for him, because if he has Aegislash, you can just bring it in, Shadow Sneak to KO the Toxtricity, I think. That'll definitely KO because we have the defense drop as well. Although we do have Aqua Berry, which means we'd survive a Flare Blitz from the Incineroar. But yeah, had we gotten the Paralysis on Mimikyu, this Toxtricity would have gotten a lot more mileage, because then we could have just picked up a potential double knockout the following turn, especially because I doubt he brought Dragapult in this set, given that he maxed the Mimikyu. And that meant like he had no switch-ins into G-Max Stun Shock. So, Togekiss is going to come out here though. Huh. That's good for us. If it's Fast Kiss, it might outspeed us, so I think I have to Tailwind here. I'm leaning towards just Tailwinding and Stun Shocking Togekiss. And if he has Protect, then that would be slightly problematic, but we have Flygon in the back, and Life Orb Flygon actually can be really good right now, because even if the Togekiss protects here, we'd either paralyze it or I guess paralysis is what we'd be looking for. If we paralyze that thing, then that's really good, because then you have to attack through Paraflinch. We've got the Akaberry right now on the Whimsicott as well to take a Flare Blitz from Incineroar, so we're actually not in a terrible spot. But this is a game where I probably should have gotten more off G-Max Toxtricity, especially given the lead. I think the Fake Tears and the Togekiss was maybe a little bit too ambitious, because in what world is Togekiss ever really going to stay in there? I was a little too worried about Trick Room, which is why I didn't want to Tailwind turn 1. Togekiss does have Protect. Okay. It's not very common, but a lot of players are opting for it more nowadays. So that's obviously a very, very good attack right now for Alex. Like, getting a Paralysis right now on Togekiss would be excellent. I didn't really care about paralyzing the Incineroar. Although, I guess if we get a full para actually on Incineroar too, that would be fine. So one of the two. If we get one of the two, I'd be pretty happy with this turn. We do get the Paralysis on a Togekiss. Okay, nice. Incin is going to attack through, though. Yeah, I think if Incineroar didn't attack through, that just would have been GG, because then I just Overdrive Moonblast, and you can't do anything about that. But it is going to be a close finish here for sure. The question is whether Flygon and Whimsicott can handle what Alex has in the back, and I actually think these two can beat anything in the back, especially because we have Akaberry. But it's going to be close. The other question is whether we get, like, Paraflinches here as well. Yeah, so unfortunately the best way we have of hitting this Togekiss is with Rock Slide. So I think we just go for Moonblast Rock Slide. That might pick up the KO, but I expect Togekiss to be bulky enough to hang on from it. But then you have to attack through Paraflinch. He's actually going to switch out the Incineroar into Rotom. Okay, that is not bad for me because I have Giga Drain on this. So if we Paraflinch here, I think we might just win. Or if we just knock out outright, but I'm not confident on this KOing. Okay, we missed the Rotom. That's actually a big miss, because if we get that, it's probably in KO range from like a Giga Drain. Or sorry, Fake Tears Giga Drain. Okay, we do flinch the Togekiss, though. That makes this next turn interesting. Togekiss will faint from another combo here. But I kind of want to Fake Tears Giga Drain into Rotom. That being said, if Flygon faints, we just lose the game, right? I'm not sure Rotom really has enough here anyway to pressure us. I think it's just so obvious that Togekiss protects here, I think. I really want to double up on a Rotom, but what is Rotom doing that's really threatening me? Probably Hydro Pump Flygon. Like, I really want to Fake Tears Giga Drain the Rotom. Togekiss could just follow me that away, though. I think I should play it safe here. I just think it, like, Togekiss probably protects here. Oh, it doesn't. It goes for follow me. Okay, that's really good. It's at least the best case scenario. But Hydro, I don't think Hydro Pump should KO us. Moonblast, unfortunately, I don't think gets this KO. So let's see. Oh, so close. Okay. We'll get the Rock Slide off. I think if we flinch here, they'll probably just be GG. I think Rotom might be nasty plotting. I think just Hydro Pumping Flygon is actually the safest bet. Yeah. Alright, let's see if this KOs. Okay, we survive. Oh, this is really close, because we do have Giga Drain on this thing. And Akaberry. But I can't protect with Flygon this next turn. I think my play, though, is to definitely Fake Tears the Rotom and protect Flygon. Oh, I don't have Protect. I just said that. What am I saying? Oh, then we lose. Unless you don't fake out the Flygon for some reason. Yeah. He could get paralyzed, so I think my win con right now is hope for paralysis and get a Fake Tears Giga Drain off into Rotom. This was a really fun game, but I think I misplayed slightly. Yeah, it was really the turn one that dictated. Oh, he doesn't protect! Or he doesn't fake out! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh my god, is this happening? We just one-shot Rotom with a Flygon. Can the Flygon hang on from a Dark-type attack from the Incineroar? If the Incineroar gets fully paralyzed, we also just win outright. And the question is, did you target Flygon? He Flare Blitz into Whimsicott! Oh my goodness, we pulled it off! Yeah, I don't think anyone ever expects Giga Drain from Flygon, because I know when I played against this team, I had no idea it even got access to a Grass-type attack. So I think there, really interesting decision not to go for the Fake Out, but he might have just been reading the Protect on Flygon, so us not having Protect actually might have saved us here. Yeah. I think Earth Power should just KO Incineroar. It might be AV. I think we still just go for as much damage as possible. Yeah. and just Moonblast with power. This game was actually so crazy. Toxtricity actually did a lot of work for us just by getting the paralysis. Obviously, the Paraflinch on the Togekiss was a really big deal, but the odds are actually in our favor there, I believe. It's slightly over 50% for us. Or it's what? It's... I guess you have to count in the chance of missing as well. Missing the Rock Slide, I should say. Okay. Earth Power connects, obviously, and... Oh my, yeah, that's what happens when you run Giga Drain Flygon. You can really catch opponents off guard. So that was you know, just super clutch there for us. But once again, you know, we were fortunate to get the Paraflinch onto Togekiss. That being said, I think that was the only paralysis or flinch that happened this entire game. And given that 3 Pokemon were paralyzed, I guess, sorry, only 2 Pokemon were paralyzed. But you know, your odds are pretty decent when so many Pokemon have status conditions. And had we gotten the paralysis onto the Mimikyu, I think that would have been super good for us as well. But that was a really crazy first game. We featured like so many things there, right? You saw how much damage G-Max Toxtricity can do. You saw how clutch Flygon could be there. Flygon actually really sealed it up for us there, especially with the Giga Drain paired with the fake tears from Whimsicott. So a lot of crazy stuff happening in that one, but a really, really fun game. But once again, guys, go check out Alex. Like I said, he's one of the best players in the world, and I think you can make a very good argument for him to be the best player that hasn't won a World Championship yet. So I've linked his Twitter and Twitch in the description below. Definitely one of my close friends I've met throughout the years. Alright, this next game is interesting. They do have a Togedemaru, as well as a Chandelure Lapras. So there could be, like, I mean, if this is like an early meta team where you go for the Ice Shard onto Togekiss, I also have to worry about both Belly Drum and Self-Destruct from Snorlax here. The problem with Toxtricity here is that Togedemaru's Lightning Rod is not very fun to go up against, so we'll want to KO Togedemaru before anything. Now, we do have Worry Seed on this Whimsicott, which is actually really interesting. What does my opponent lead with? Part of me actually still wants to lead Whimsicott and Toxtricity, as crazy as that seems, but maybe Dynamax Incineroar is okay in this game. Incineroar Toxtricity is actually interesting as well. I kind of like that, actually, the more I think about it. And in the back, I want Klingklang to support the Toxtricity. And I'm actually thinking Whimsicott, because what I could do is, based off my opponent's lead, like, protect Toxtricity, switch Incineroar out into Whimsicott, and then Tailwind the second turn. It's very dependent on if there's a Togedemaru that comes out immediately here. Oh, that last game was crazy, though. Yeah, the fake tears and the Giga Drain combo was so clutch. Maybe I should have brought Flygon in this one, but there was a Lapras, I didn't feel super confident in it. It's made Togedemaru and Togekiss. I mean, so Instin's actually not in a bad spot here right now. Yeah. I mean, we've got Overdrive as well, right? So that's one way we could attack the Togekiss without... we've got Whimsicott, Klingklang in the back. Like, I'm leaning towards maxing the Incineroar and going for Flare and Overdrive. I mean, I could just try to KO the Togedemaru turn 1 as well. That actually might work, because I think you might max, or you might fake out Incineroar. So I'm actually going to max, go for a Knuckle, and go for a Stored Power. I'd really like to snipe Togedemaru turn 1 if possible, because this thing is annoying. And I think in this position, you'd probably fake out the Incineroar, expecting it to fake out. Well, though I guess... Yeah, I mean, you want to fake it out just so it doesn't break your Sash if you do have Sash. Okay, so Togekiss is going to max, it looks like. Now, this isn't... unless it's just Star Fox Toxtricity, which I guess could be the case. Actually, I guess that would make a lot of sense, because you're not in threat of Toxtricity right now. That being said, we do get a max Knuckle off, which is actually already a nice start to this game, because that's, you know, a fair amount of damage. Or, I mean, it'll bring Togedemaru down to its Sash if it has one. And right now, if you go for the Fake Out into Incineroar and we actually knock out Togedemaru turn 1, that's pretty big, because what we can do then is switch Toxtricity out, set up Tailwind, and then stall out Dynamax from my opponent's end, and then maybe my Toxtricity can put in some work. But since Togedemarus are often sashed, and I kind of just want to get it out of the way earlier than later. So let's see. Yep, Fake Out into Incineroar. Okay, perfect. Nice. It's actually max Airstream, probably into Incineroar then. Nice. Yeah, look how little damage we take from that. That's a really good turn for us then. This should be a KO onto the Togedemaru, and I think that to waste one turn of my opponent's Dynamax to go for an Airstream there is totally fine for me. So Stored Power is going to do so little damage, but it doesn't matter. I just need to break its potential Sash. Well, I guess I'm assuming Max Knuckle KOs here. Maybe flaring would have been safer if for some reason this is actually really bulky. Okay, never mind. It ended up being fine. Okay, so we're at +1 now with Dynamax Incineroar with Max Knuckle. A Max Flare should do around 50% to Togekiss, I think. It would also set up the Sun enough where another one could KO. Even if we do less than 50%, yeah, by setting up the Sun, I think another one will KO. But we'll want Tailwind from Whimsicott potentially. That being said, I mean, I could just click Overdrive now too. But you could go for a Max Starfall onto the Toxtricity. Oh, what am I saying actually? Toxtricity resists Starfall and Stream, right? Because we're poisoned. So it's actually not threatening us very much at all right now. So yeah, that's why I wanted to get rid of Togedemaru. Mainly because Overdrive just hits everything else on my opponent's team for pretty good damage. Right now I'm just worried about something that can come in and double up to KO the Incineroar, but the other question is if you are Crit Kiss. My opponent didn't get a crit on that first turn, so I'm not 100% sure. Is that Lapras? No, it's Chandelure. Okay, that's actually probably one of the Pokemon I'm more scared to go up against. I would like to just set up a Tailwind right now. I mean, you're probably Sash Chandelure, right? You might just Heat Wave, Max Airstream. I think you need a double up on a Toxtricity here, honestly. We do have Max Strike, which is actually a really interesting option as well. Because that would allow us to potentially outspeed the Chandelure. So what I'm actually thinking about is Max Strike. But you might just Airstream with the Togekiss, so that would kind of negate this. I'm not sure I want to Flare, though. We could also just Max Darkness when the Chandelure. I think I'm actually going to Max Darkness and switch out, hoping that my opponent knocks out the Klingklang switch in so I can Tailwind. Because Toxtricity has a great endgame against what my opponent's brought. I don't want to just risk getting doubled up and KO'd right now into that slot. And there's an Overkey. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. That's so good for us. Yeah, perfect. So I think my opponent, realizing what a threat Toxtricity is right now, is trying to aggressively target it down, but that's exactly why I switched out. It might just be an Airstream into Incineroar, unfortunately, though. That's a double. Okay, we got exactly what we wanted out of this turn, so that's super good for us. Because right now, Chandelure is also at -2 special attack. Togekiss did crit there, so I'm inclined to think it's Crit Kiss. If you're maxing against this team, I feel like you're probably Crit Kiss. Because, I don't know, I mean, you're not like maxing for a Babiri Berry into Airstream stuff, as we actually one-shot Chandelure. Wow, okay. So it wasn't sashed. I guess Togedemaru probably had the sash, right? That was what I was assuming. But this is great. Now I can bring out the... I think I'd rather bring out Whimsicott, mainly because that way I can face... and it's Lapras as the last one. Oh, that's so good. So now what we can do is we can Tailwind with our Whimsicott, and you might go for a third Airstream here with Togekiss. We're at +1 attack right now. I honestly wonder if a +1 Flare just KOs the Lapras. Yeah, I think I'm going to just Tailwind Flare here, because with Sun being up, I don't see how my opponent beats Toxtricity in this late game. I guess unless it's Weakness Policy Togekiss with Super Lock, and we activate its Weakness Policy by going for Overdrive. That's my one fear right now, but I actually think we're in a pretty good endgame right now. Okay, so we'll get the Tailwind off. This is also good because it means that if the Lapras goes for like a Hydro Pump... it is Weakness Policy. Wow. Ugh. Okay. So you're probably Airstreaming. So the question is if you crit us or not. If you don't crit us, I'm pretty sure we survive this. That is so unfortunate. Oh, that is such a heartbreaker. Okay, I mean, we still have Toxtricity in the back, right? So it's obviously not over, but... if you don't crit there, we should just knock out the Lapras. If not, put it in KO range from a Moonblast or an Overdrive. So, definitely a little frustrating there for sure, but Dynamax does end now. Even a Heat Wave, I mean, we do have the Aqua Berry, right? So I'm leaning towards just going for Overdrive and Fake Tears onto the Togekiss. That just really sucks. We got crit twice by it, and it shouldn't be... I mean, it's not Scope Lens, it's Weakness Policy, but that's, what, a 12.5% chance? So it's obviously, like, 1 in 8, and it's the best ability to run if you're not relying on Air Slash. So it makes sense. So, I mean, that was my opponent's only out, so totally understandable. Just is a little unfortunate, but The problem right now is that Toxtricity outspeeds us despite Tailwind being up because it's Airstream 3 times. But if you don't crit us, and you go for like Air Slash onto Whimsicott, then we should win because Overdrive KOs Togekiss, and then we do a lot to Lapras, and it's not weakness policy. Another Overdrive should KO. So we'll get Fake Tears off. I think your play here is to Heat Wave and hope for Heat Wave crit onto Tox. He's got Fire Blast, but we survive. Okay. Oh, I actually misplayed then. I think the play would have been to have gone for, he's going to Freeze Dry. Target's Whimsicott. I guess you could just Ice Shard here now though, right? Into Toxtricity. Ah, Fire Blast as well, not Heat Wave. So, yeah, the play actually would have been to Fake Tears Overdrive into the Lapras, I think? No, we can't, because Togekiss still outspeeds us. So now you probably Ice Shard, right? So I could predict the Ice Shard, protect here, and go for a Fake Tears. Yeah, I think I have to go for that. And the question is whether Ice Shard KOs Whimsicott. I don't think it does. So I think Fake Tears plus 2 Moonblasts KOs the Lapras. I'm hoping. This is super close. Okay, yep, there's Ice Shard. Yep, into Toxtricity. Okay, now we just Moonblast. We could even go for a double protect here with Toxtricity, but we would lose if my opponent targeted the Whimsicott. So this is saying, hey, you have to target Toxtricity. I don't know if 2 Moonblast gets the KO onto that Lapras. I don't think it does, honestly, but... And the thing is, we might feint to an Ice Shard. I think you have to target Toxtricity, though, so I actually go for the double here. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. And we get it! Okay, let's see if Lapras ended up Ice Sharding that slot. Perfect. Oof! That should be game then, because you can't now eat now, unless it has a berry, actually. It might have a berry. Tailwind Peters out. Oh, perfect. Nice. So then the question would have been if we didn't get the double, if Ice Shard could have KO'd the Whimsicott. I don't think it would have, because we do have a little bit of bulk on this, I believe, but I'm not sure. I'm actually going to do that calc out of curiosity. Because I bet you guys are probably curious as well, and I honestly have no idea. So Lapras into Whimsicott. Ice Shard. Oh, no, that definitely would have KO'd, I think. Never mind. Yeah, this is telling me even like, no attack Lapras does 42 to 50 against Whimsicott. But, you know what, I'll take that. That's justice for the crit, I guess. Although the chances of the crit are actually... No, sorry, the chances of the crit are lower than a double protect, so yeah, I don't feel bad about that, honestly. I'm going to play one more for you guys, mainly because I did miss out on an upload on yesterday as well. And this team is super, super fun, so hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Alright, we're going to find our third opponent of the day, though, with the G-Max Toxtricity team. Let's see what we get here. Okay. Clef is interesting. Pult, Flygon. Sorry, not Flygon. Dragapult, Dracovish, Gyarados. A lot of scary, big offensive threats here. A bunch of things I can set up. You can Dragon Dance with both Pult and Gyarados and Nasty Plot with Rotom. I want to bring Toxtricity again, honestly. Yeah. I'm gonna bring it. It's just in what capacity? I can't really lead Whimsicott very safely here because of the threat of Fake Out from my opponent. I could go like Toxtricity Klingklang. I guess Incineroar Toxtricity is also alright. Problem with that is I think like Dragapult scares me a fair amount. I do want to set up Tailwind here, so I think I want Whimsicott in the back. I mean, Flygon is honestly really good here with Draco Meteor, isn't it? But it gets walled super hard by Clef. And I think my opponent probably brings Clef out, so I'm thinking of Incin, Toxtricity, Whimsicott, and Klingklang. But that does lose kind of hard to the Rotom. You know what? Maybe I make a hard read and say you're not going to lead the Hitmontop. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to bring Incineroar mainly because I actually think Incineroar could be a good max candidate here, but I'm forcing the G-Max Toxtricity, which might be the wrong move to make here. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Anyway, I didn't realize that Lapras is, I was just like looking at the Ice Shard damage. I was like, why does it do so much? And I didn't realize that Lapras's base attack and special attack are actually the exact same stat. More to know. Okay, so my opponent did not end up going with the Hitmontop, which is actually really good, I think. You might Nasty Plot. I expect my opponent to Nasty Plot here, quite honestly. The fact we have Milo is good as well. Like, the safe play here, I think, is actually just Fake Tears, Max, and Ooze into the Clef. But Clef could very easily protect here, I guess. In fact, it probably does, right? Why would you not? Overheat shouldn't KO us, though, because we have Aqua Berry. So I think I actually want to Fake Tears, Max, and Ooze into Rotom. Because I think Clef here either goes for Follow Me. If you Follow Me, then the double up just goes into the Clef. You might actually go for Protect here with the Clef and Nasty Plot Rotom. I think that would make some sense. That being said, even if you go for that, because of Friend Guard, I don't think Fake Tears and Ooze KOs. But then the following turn, we can Tailwind. And then you take so much damage with Rotom where you have to think twice about maxing it, basically. So let's see if Clef just goes for the Follow Me. Nope, it protects. Yep, perfect. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to double up into it. There's nothing for Clef to do right now other than protect. And Rotom doesn't Dynamax, which indicates it's probably going for a Nasty Plot. It could just Overheat here, which I would be fine with as well. And it's actually Overheating into Tox. Oh, that's so much damage though, jeez. Is that Life Orb? No, that's gotta be Specs then, right? Or maybe I'm just really expecting too much out of Toxtricity. But I did not think... I mean, that did so much more damage than I expected. That being said, do you KO us? That one did 237. Unfortunately, half of that still is enough to KO us. Given that there's no Berry or Life Orb on Rotom, that has to be Choice Specs, I think. I did that, man. That's the one thing I didn't expect here. That's not great for us. Okay. I think now you Follow Me and just Overheat Toxtricity. Follow Me and Overheat Toxtricity. So how do I get around that? I could conserve Toxtricity, switch in Milo. I actually don't mind just Tailwinding and Oozing here also, because I actually maybe should have gone for Stun Shock. Yeah, because we could poison the Rotom. But I don't know if that KOs Clefairy. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, we're probably going to lose our Toxtricity here. So, Choice Specs was like the one thing that really gave us trouble. But we do have a +2 Whimsicott right now in Special Attack, which is actually pretty nice. And then we've got Milo in the back as well, which can come in. But I don't know. There I was actually thinking of protecting Toxtricity, switching Whimsicott into the Milo. But then the thing is, I only get one. Like, the main reason was because I was like, okay, maybe we can use normal Toxtricity because there's probably a Gyarados in the back waiting for us, I think. Oh, we hang on though. Let's go, Toxtricity. Holy cow. That, yeah, definitely was probably a higher roll in the beginning. Oh my, okay, that's so good for us as Dragapult comes out. Oh, okay, now we're in business. Yeah, that's very, very good. I think Toxtricity should outspeed now. Just double checking. It's 214. I just want to confirm Dragapult's max speed. Yeah, okay, that is one higher. So we do outspeed Pult, which is actually very good. Because what we can do is go for a G-Max Stun Shock into that slot, and I think just Moonblast the Rotom. Actually, it's better to Moonblast, I think, and Stun Shock the Rotom. Yeah, because we want guaranteed damage. You might protect here. Oh, he doesn't protect or max. What? Is that KO? Okay. I'm very surprised to not see a Dynamax there. This, to me, highlights one of Clefairy's problems, though, in my opinion, where it is good support, but, I mean, it faints very easily, and in this game, the only thing it helped... I guess it helped my opponent survive with Rotom. Yeah, the fact we hung on from the second overheat was just so clutch. This team is so fun. As Gyarados is the last one. Nice. Yeah, you can't win now. Like, that's why I thought Toxtricity looked really good, and yeah, that turn 1 was just so much damage onto Rotom, which is why I went for it. So the gamble of expecting Hitmontop to not come out actually ended up paying off perfectly, so that was great. Just double checking everything. We're at +2 special attack, 2 turns to Tailwind. I mean, there's pretty much no reason to Fake Tears and Overdrive, I think. I don't see how my opponent wins this, because we still have Tailwind up. Yeah. So they didn't even Dynamax in this game, but you couldn't, I don't know, I thought Dragapult should have definitely maxed there, but not seeing it max or protect was really odd. It might have been choice though, like, I don't know, maybe Gyarados and Dragapult, neither of them had max guards, so they were just super weak to Tailwind, basically. So yeah, the fact we were able to set it up was so big. The fact Toxtricity hung on there was amazing, because, I mean, even if Toxtricity doesn't hang on there, like, we still have +2 Whimsicott, and I get a free switch into the Milotic. Or whatever. I think my 4th one was Incineroar, but I don't remember. That was Klingklang, actually. Yeah, I guess so if Toxtricity goes down there, then it's actually pretty hard to beat the Gyarados in the end game. Although I do have a +2 Whimsicott, you can max either Dragapult or probably the Gyarados and sweep through in the late game. So the fact Toxtricity was able to hang on was super, super clutch. But that was a really fun episode. Hope you guys enjoyed that. As always, leave a like if you enjoyed. Thank you so much to Maverick for providing the team. You can go find him on Twitter in the description below, as well as a rental code. And hope you guys are all doing well. Stay healthy, be safe, and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, peace.